Welcome into another episode from the Critics Collective on the Dad Panther. I'm here with the not so super fan Manny, and we are going to talk a classic Halloween time of the year kind of movie. And I really honestly do not think you can say that you enjoy horror films or the spooktacular year that is October a month if you do not mention this movie. And we're talking Scary Movie from the year 2000, rated R, with a running time of 1 hour and 28 minutes. The idea of this movie is a year after disposing of the body of a man they accidentally killed, a group of dumb teenagers are stalked by a bumbling serial killer. If you know, you know. But this movie, this came out when I was graduating high school, and time flies. And time flies since we started this channel, and we're now past 25,000 subscribers. That's crazy. And we want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys who watch our videos, whether it's video games, wrestling, movies, television, indie films, steamy movies. Just there's so many things that we're doing. We appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button, like, follow, and comment for more. We greatly, as always, appreciate that. We're going to give you our highs and lows of this movie. We're going to go ahead and rate it. And then in the comments, you can do the same thing. How do you feel about this movie? How do you feel about the other movies, especially with Scary Movie 6 greenlit and ready to come out? It's going to be next year, I think summer of next year. But Manny, what's your highs and lows of Scary Movie?
As far as the movie overall, I don't think I've had any lows for Scary Movie. Like I would say the first two, but one, I don't think I've had any lows. Though, first of all, it's one of those movies where you go back to it and how can you not forget? Was that? God damn.
I'm too See, because you get old now. Yeah. When you were young, you could do it.
Yeah, I could do that. But Marlon Wayans, Shawn,
Keenen. He was directing it.
Yeah, and you could see the difference later on in the other movie, but just alone Marlon Wayans' character in this film, where the way Shorty talking, or even Shawn Wayans' character Ray, how he's supposed to trying to play off this tough football guy, but the whole time
you put the pads on.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But it was funny. Then of course Regina Hall, like she's I would
Brenda.
say, oh my god, and of course Faris, Sandy. Like these four made the movie compared to everybody else. They wouldn't be in no scare movie without these four. Like they're acting alone, and the whole parody of every other movie from Buffy to The Matrix to I Know What You Did Last Summer, which was basically the plot of this movie. It was basically I Know What You Did Last Summer with all the other movies in between, which played out well. It was something different where they came out with a film making fun of other movies, but it was just enjoyable. But I think I watched the first time I watched it, I thought it was a comedy, and I watched it with my parents. Yeah, and I didn't know.
Weird ass way to say, "Mom, Dad, get around the TV."
Yeah, and the whole family, my sister, everybody was like, "Yo, let's watch it." I'm thinking it's a comedy. Then next thing you know, thanks.
It's so many things.
It's so many things. I didn't get to watch it in theater, and we had that's back then when you had that big ass TV with a big old
with the zzz, the you can rub it the projection style. Yeah, I know what you're talking
about. But it was funny. One of my favorite scenes was when Shorty was doing his interview, and he does that one thing, run, big, run.
Oh man, they're just and the thing
so
about
many moments.
Yeah, there's so many moments. I was just about to say that they blur together. And so you don't know what scary movie you're even referring to, but there's so much that you can say from it. So for me, my low, if anything, my lows with this movie are low. I would say two things. One is Brenda. Brenda's character and Anna's character, they're really not on the cover of this movie. Anna's character becomes the face of the franchise moving forward right along, I think, the Wayans. But Brenda's character doesn't, unfortunately, for whatever reason. And Brenda's character is so iconic to this. And just like Anna's character and Brenda's, respectfully, it's how the franchise not just continued, but also how their careers took off. This is Anna's first movie. She's never done a movie at all. She had to buy her own ticket to get to LA to do the auditions. And she wasn't good at comedy, but her face, and I think we can all agree, her face in these moments is what sells it. Brenda, that scene, she's improvising using one of the Wayne's sisters or cousins' original In Living Color skit, where she's in the theater talking shit to the point that everybody fucking murks her at the movie, and she just like, to this day, I'm like, your face, remove your face. And her name being Brenda, her name was actually supposed to be Brandy because it was supposed to be a tear from Brandy's character. And I think I Know What You Did Last Summer. And so you have Brenda. So this movie, $19 million, they put this to, the budget. It made $157 million. Miramax, I think, was the company for the film with Dimensions or something like that. Then worldwide, they made $278 million from this. This started parodies from every movie you can think of. Not Another Teen Movie, epic movie. You have multiple scary movies. Like, this put life in a different genre for parody movies in general. Like I said before, Keenen was the director, first Black director to have like a #1 rated R. It was a #1 rated R at the time, the biggest gross. It was a top 9 for the highest that the studio ever had. The Scary Movie franchise, 6 hasn't come out yet, has already done over $900 million in ticket sales, not counting DVDs and other shit, just ticket sales, almost $1 billion. That is ridiculous. The first movie alone, just blurting all this out, mentions movies like Halloween, Blair Witch, Friday the 13th, Schindler's List, Boogie Nights, Amistad, Titanic, Shakespeare in Love, Dawson's Creek, American Pie, Usual Suspects, Kazam, Matrix, Candyman, The Shining, Psycho, Buffy.
I think I remember the
Buzz. It was a ridiculous amount of stuff that went into this movie, and it is still to this day you can watch it. It's funny as fuck. Could you make another one right now? I don't know. That's why I'm surprised they greenlit the 6th one. So again, so many highs. Again, the only low that I would have is I thought the lady should have got more love on the press run and stuff like that, especially Brenda's character, and more love to the Wayans. The fact that you had no one wanted this movie, they shopped it around, and the only reason why this movie got picked up was Miramax, I believe, if I'm correct. Miramax owned the rights to the horror movies that this movie was going to make fun of. And they said we'd be damned if we let another company make fun of our movies. So we bought it. And the script that was written by 2 other people just wasn't as funny. And so the Wayans worked together to come up with a different script, and they got that credit moving forward. And they wrote this movie, a white version, a black version, a college version. They wrote so many versions of this movie, and it's just so entertaining to this day. So with that being said, we talk so highly of it. We rate here from a 0 to a 5. 5 being excellent. Then it goes 4.3 all the way down to a scary horrible. So for this movie, 2000, man, what a year. Senior in high school, 2000, rated R, scary movie. What are you giving it, Manny?
I'm giving it
you give it your rating, hit the subscribe button, like, follow, notification bells on here at the Critics Collective.
I'm giving it a 5. I'm giving it a 5.
I thought we were gonna fight. I thought we were gonna fight because I'm gonna give it a 5 too.
Like the one of those Oscar worthy movie, but it's just done well for a comedy. A spoof that a lot of studio try to copy off of it, but they can never recreate this original formula because they did it so well, and it still plays out so well till today. So I'm gonna give it a 5.
I was gonna give it a 5 as well. I think it's still funny. A lot of the jokes still hold up, even if you're new. I don't know if I'm ready to let my son watch it or watch it with me. Maybe I'll do that next year. I don't know, but and I think we do that a lot. We say like, oh, it's a 5 or it's a 4, but it's not worthy of Oscar stuff. I mean, the Oscars Emmys, all that other stuff. It has so many different levels and award categories. I think it is Oscar worthy. I mean, the goal is to make a movie that I like to think, changes the direction of film and television. And this did. Clearly, it did. And or make a lot of fucking money. And for you to make a franchise that you spent $20 million on and 14 times more than that, and you continue to do it even though the writing changed significantly, and it spawned other stuff like White Chicks came from this, The Blackening, The Haunted House, Paranormal Activity spoofs. Like, so to me, it deserves its flowers. I hope the Wayans get their flowers if they haven't already. And you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here. Until next time, Daddy loves you.